Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Ziggin. So, if you're new to this channel, we'll summarize this real quick. So, for other channels, they might put video, or put subtitles, or put sound, but I've tried that in the past, multiple times. I always get a strike, and then have to wait 90 days to get rid of the strike. I almost got terminated a few times in the past from trying that. So, for the foreseeable future, we'll be doing this way. So, if you don't like the way I do it, just go to a different channel. Don't dislike this video, because that's why I see a lot of people will be like, oh, just delete your channel. Oh, you're doing it this way, delete your channel and dislike the video and leave. This is how we've been doing for the last 2 years. So the way we do it is up in the corner here is a timer. I will put 3 seconds on the timer if the video is 15 minutes or longer, about 10-15 minutes or longer. If the video is less minutes than that, I put 2 seconds on the timer. But basically, I will start my video at 0 seconds. I will do a 3-second countdown. When my video hits, so like 3, 2, 1, and then when my video hits 3 seconds, I hit continue, and that's my timer will be linked up with the same amount of seconds as the video. So if you want to watch with me, just put the timer through. Put your video to 3 seconds. When I get to 0, just hit play and you're good to go. You're watching the video about the same time I am. Like I said, if you guys don't like this, go to a different channel. This will be at the start of every anime, television, or TV show, or movie episode reaction and review. I do the full time, so if you want to watch it fully with me, that's how we do it. Also, if you've seen this intro before, you can skip past it, because down below here, it's going to be split up from intro to where we start the video. I usually give it about 5-10 seconds before we start the video, and then after the video, I do the review. I usually section it off on that, or if we do we do more than 2 episodes or 3 episodes, we'll be sectioned off with each episode reaction, and then at the end, we do the review for all of them. Otherwise, that's how we do it here. Like I said, if you don't like it, just go to a different channel. But this is how we're probably going to do this for the foreseeable future. Otherwise, thank you for sticking to the whole thing if you're new to this channel. Otherwise, let's jump into it, whatever this video might be, and hopefully you guys do enjoy. Okay, I'm really tired, but I need to get this recorded because I want this to come out tomorrow with some stuff. I've talked about this a long time ago, and if anybody's curious, yes, I cover 100-Year War, 100-Year Quest, sorry. Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest manga every time it comes out. We're covering one today, covering One Punch Man chapter today, when this comes out with it. But, as I've said in previous things, I have covered the anime up to the newest point, but I skipped one arc. There's one arc that I skipped really early on to watching Fairy Tail. This is back when I skipped arcs. I skipped arcs if I thought it was filler. I never looked up it as filler. I have gone back and watched almost everything I've skipped in the past. This is the only thing I have not went back and watched. I never watched the Edolas Arc. I skipped it thinking it was filler. And slowly but surely you can see it whenever watching any of my reviews of the 100-Year Quest for manga reviews. I've also said this in the past that we'll come back and do this. This is from episode 76 to 95. So what? About not even 20 chapters. 20 episodes. It's about 19 episodes, the Edolas Arc. So we will be watching this. I skipped straight to the Tamaro Island arc. But they keep bringing, if you're not a manga reader, they keep, just to warn you, they bring up Edolas. Edolas comes back up in the manga after Fairy Tail ends. In the 100-Year Quest, Edolas comes up multiple times, and they keep bringing up stuff from the Edolas arc. So, I need to watch it. I've pushed this off so many times. We're picking up, there's 19 episodes. We're picking up at least 3 to 4 right now. More than likely, there'll be one 3-part episode, a 3-episode part at four episode parts. But yeah, we're gonna jump into this. I will put the time up. We're jumping into episode 79. Let me quickly save this. I have the wiki page pulled up for the Edolas Arc, just so I could find it. Fairy Tale should be just Fairy Tale dubbed from 2009, episode 76. 76. So we're gonna start with this. Episode 76 of Fairy Tale. Oh, apparently I have to reload this, so this is gonna... Okay, there. Okay. Yeah, so episode 76 of Fairy Tale. We're doing probably 76, 77, 78, 79. This is the one arc I skipped. I really thought it was filler. And it's not filler. And I watch filler now. But back then, I skipped filler whenever I did it. I went back and watched I think I went back and watched all the skipped filler or non-filler stuff in Naruto. This is technically the only thing I haven't gone back and watched. So we're going to check out. We're going to put 3 seconds on the timer. Fairy Tale. Episode 76 in... Let me let this load. Episode 76 of Fairy Tale in 3, 2, 1. So the things I know, because I remember the ending, like after the arc. So Lasagna went to the other world, whatever. It's weird. Ended up in Edolas, but Edolas, there's stuff I just don't know with this. Also, since this is really early, Natsu and everything, I don't know what the powers are. I think my favorite early arc of Fairy Tale is them versus Laxus and the Lightning group, and you have Juvia sacrificing herself. Also, I think the early Fairy Tale was during the time where I didn't really watch openings. The big thing about Edolas that I know about is this is like the opposite world, so like a lot of the characters are opposites. That's the biggest thing I know because, like I said, Edolas pops up again after in the manga. Oh, this is gonna be cool to see Mist again. To see him, like his full arc. Because I've seen the send-off. And it's probably one of my favorite moments of Fairy Tale, even though I've not seen the arc to where they do the send-off. You get the 3 rules of Fairy Tale, which I can't remember the 3 rules. But I've seen that fight, and it's probably my favorite thing. But that's pretty much it. I think this was called Gildarts Returns. So I should... Right? I think that's what it is. He is technically the strongest fairy in Fairy Tale. He just doesn't appear all that often. Here's the thing, I would think he probably did show up in the 100-Year Quest. I just can't remember. The 100-Year Quest. I think this is so funny picking this up now, and they're talking about this is the start of the arc. They're talking about the Century Quest that Gildarts picked up and eventually stopped doing within the show. I thought this was absolutely insane. Like, I think I've seen this moment because, like I said, I watched up to a certain point. I'm more than certain I've seen this episode. But once Michigan starts doing they need to go Edolas. I think, so even if this is the start, I know this is the start of the Edolas arc. I think I've seen this. But still, this is insane, and I think they do it once. I don't think they ever do this again. I wonder if that still remains under the town. Elfman. Oh my god, I'm so used to his buff form. Yeah, that's... Yeah, it's been 3 years. Why wouldn't a lot happen? He lost... He lost his arm, right? What did he bring back? Like, I remember parts of this. Natsu always challenges him to a fight. I wonder if Fairy Tail will ever hit the point where Natsu catches up with Gildarts. But I don't know, because Gildarts is always on the move, always doing stuff. So I don't know if anybody could technically physically catch up to him. uh I'm curious. They're showing off a lot of Lisana here. I'm guessing they're gonna show right how she ended up there. I don't know how she ends up in Edolas. I just know she's in Edolas because she ends up coming back. There's gonna be a lot of me talking about future of Fairy Tail and stuff. If you're a new watcher to Fairy Tail, don't watch this. This is an arc I skipped, but I technically have seen all of Fairy Tail and read the Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest manga. So I really don't recommend this for newer Fairy Tail viewers. I will spoil the shit out of stuff. Actually, looking back at the Edolas arc, only 21 episodes is not long. I really thought Edolas was longer. But also for like a 300 episodes it is, I really didn't think Temro Island was only 90 episodes in. Well, Igneel, knowing how it all works now, looking at these early episodes, that's the thing with Fairy Tail. I don't know how much they set up to then use later on or show off. Because I know One Piece and others do it so well. I don't know if Fairy Tail did it. Where's Lisana? Yeah, Mary Jane would absolutely kill him. Mary Jane, like I said, ever said, Fairy Tale Universe, that would be the one I would hit on. I didn't need to see the drawings of the ape with the cross of. I didn't need to see that. Does he not do it? Yeah, but I kind of figured. Does Gildarts save them? Because they were saying Gildarts had a deep relationship before going into this. His ability is so goddamn cool. You need to know when to flee, when to run. It's not always the fighting. Yeah, that's coming from someone who doesn't keep a wife. But he always well, that's no excuse. But still. Really am curious how Lizana disappeared. But because she. How did she appear? I wonder if his power is so weird. It's almost like Natsu's flame ability later on, where he can just melt stuff. I wonder if it's the same way with him. He has to like subconsciously block it from happening. Do we ever? I wonder how much info we have on Gildarts. He doesn't show up often. We know, like, Kana and that, but still, it's... He's not my very favorite fairy tale wizard. He's up there. I like him as fairy tale wizard. I absolutely think it's Laxus, and then it's Natsu. And then Gray. He's like 5th. I think number 4 is Levy. Acnologia. I forgot. It was arm and leg. I thought it was just arm. I love thinking about that statement there, and then showing like the where they beat him at the very end of Fairy Tail. And showing the progression of Natsu as a character. It's so cool. Oh, love stuff like that. Goddamn idiot. When do they eventually start piecing together them all disappearing at the same time, all the dragons? Is that way later on? Is that during the tournament arc? I know they eventually start piecing that together. I don't think there's anything at the end of the episodes. Okay. We're doing 4 episodes because it looks like next episode it's gonna end or get into the Edolas Arc. Sorry. I'm giving this a 7.5 out of 10. This is just showing Lizana being dead. It's so weird. I don't remember like her coming back at the end of the arc. I remember that, and I was like, this seems so strange. Like it's like I said, skipping the arc that is actually like canon is, it's like people skipping Skypiea One Piece. It happens. There's someone I can think of that does it, and we'll say he's still a One Piece fan even though he skipped a major arc. But I don't really count myself as a true fairy tale fan until I've seen everything. I've seen all the movies. This is the only stuff I've not seen. Fairy Tale, episode 77. In episode 77, and I'm waiting for this to load because it's not fully loading. I'm gonna have to reload this. Give me 1 second. Why is this being a pain in the butt? Fairy Tale episode 77 in 3, 2, 1. It's gonna be cool to see Edolas, because, like I said, I've seen small moments of this arc, and then I've seen the send off with Michigan, and then I've seen what is it? Can't think. I've seen the send off, and then I've seen like Lasagna at the very end coming back to the group. I've seen small moments, but the biggest thing is Edolas is in the 100-year quest. So I know there's people from them, but it's really the case of I really want to know what's in here. And I'm fine with watching these episodes up to where Edolas starts. The last part that we do of this arc, where it's like 3 episodes, it's more likely going to be the episodes ending the arc and then bring it into Tenro Island, like the start of Tenro Island arc. And we'll watch them, even though I probably have seen them, but it'll be more just talking about during them we'll talk more about Tenro Island as a whole. Oh, not Tenro Island, sorry. Edolas Arc as a whole. Got Gilles. Oh, yeah! He doesn't have a cat yet. Yeah, his cat would be from Edolas, right? Earthland. I think the next one's called Edolas. I think it was... I love how... I'm not going to be able to remember half these names. But still, they have like a fan store of fairy tale merch. You got Joy, you got... Damn! The early designs is throwing me off because I'm so used to like watching the end of Fairy Tale and reading 100-Year Quest with the designs. Oh, so they do know about that. So it wasn't. I don't know if I've seen. I really don't know with how much I saw up to the. I had to have seen this because I know I saw the other island. And I'm like, oh, this is a filler arc, and skipped it. So they were talking about them knowing this a long time ago, huh? Hmm. She eventually turns around for Happy. She's not this bad with Happy, so I'm very curious. What do you mean by that? Here's the thing. Is she talking about him being the X seed, right? That'd be my only guess with that comment. Yeah, well, you ran off. Oh, that's missed again. He's from Edolas. It's neat. Yeah, so yeah, this is where we're getting close to where I stopped. What was his mission? The enema. This is like early. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is something I mentioned months and months ago. He's gonna draw a Natsu face, isn't he? They don't perish, but I don't know what happens to them. Because they're after this arc, they're still here. So I don't know what happens to them, but I know they don't perish. You only add a panda? Early fairy tale. Elfman is so great with this. It's not a surprise. Levy is really strong. Mira's always one of the ones I'm was interested in because of her like past of being a delinquent, where she changed. It's because Lasagna's death, right? That she changed, and now that she's gone, this is why Lasagna is now like she is. Not sorry, Mira Jane is the way she is, but she still has that delinquent self in her. We've seen it like time and time again where she still has it, that fearsome self. It's just that it doesn't I would love to see someone really, really piss her off, where that just kicks in and it stays effect. I know we've seen it from time to time, but I really mean, like, I want to see it last for a while, like, afterwards. It's not her go back to the gleeful self. Goddamn Juvia, Gray, and Natsu. Yeah, most stuff you could eat without silverware, and a lot of times I do that. Oh yeah, these two it takes a 7-year gap for those two to get together, which is great. No one picked it up after Gildarts, right? Well, 100-year quest. I'm more than certain he was the last one to pick it up. We're getting close to the start of Edolas. We're getting very close to the start of Edolas. Here's the start of Edolas. I think I'll put this in its own playlist for reaction content. Because this is the arc I skipped, I might as well call it that. I just remember Mystic and going with them. I can't remember who it is because I know people survive out of that, but I don't remember how. Imagine they never fix this. The fucking world would go blank so quickly. It almost reminds me of like this white wasteland reminds me almost of Gears of War like 3. The Dust Town, almost like that. Or what the hell is it? There's an anime with like a white desert section of it. I can't think now. Yeah, not everyone went with it. Of Magnolia. I think it has to be what, Lucy and Gray. No, more people don't disappear. The Michigan is still here too, somewheres. I like Wendy trying to hold him back. He's keeping himself from. He's holding himself back. Is it really only these two? I really thought there was more that goes with Michigan. Damn. I really don't remember the start of Edolas. God damn. This is gonna be weird for me. I can try to guess what happens, but this is an arc I skipped. Okay, I'm skipping forward. I'm seeing if there's anything here. Okay. Oh, well, let's give that fucking 8.5 out of 10. We're going to put 3 seconds on the clock, and we're going to jump into episode 78 of Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail episode 78. In 3, 2, 1. I really thought other people survived here, other than Natsu and Wendy. I remember at least Gray in them, but I don't know. Maybe that's just my mind making shit up. I really did think there was more here. Yeah, Edolas is. Yeah, and Laxus is not anywhere near the guild hall. And technically, the snake, dragon slayer, whatever he is, he's locked up. And at this point, you haven't met Sabretooth. It's not until after this time skip. So they're nowhere nearby. So yeah, I think only... Wait. If Dragon Slayers are supposed to be immune to this, why the hell did Gargiel get turned? Right? Gargia would have got turned to dust there. He's a dragon slayer. Maybe because he doesn't have a cat with him? That's so strange. How is Michigan holding it back all these years? Edolas. Yeah, Fairy Tale would be a great place to suck out the power. Technically, at this point, there's no other great powers known of. Fairy Tale would be the most powerful source of magic energy. Might as well show off the Fairy Tale tattoo. I usually mention it whenever we do Fairy Tale. But yeah, tattoo. I also did not. I was a cosplayer once. I did not do cosplay. Maybe he wasn't born with it, the knowledge. I hate the sad music. Maybe he wasn't imprinted at all. Does Michigan not help them either? I'm I'm flabbergasted. I had different thoughts of this arc starting. That's something they just can't do. He can't do. He can't. I know they agreed here, but they weren't fully agreeing. There's no way they would. I absolutely thought Michigan helped them. I really thought there was more people than these two. Now I'm very curious with this arc. Huh. They are. Wow. Wait, if Michigan isn't here, how the fuck does Michigan? I know Michigan ends up here at the end of the arc because, like I said, I've seen the send off. So how the fuck does he get here? Or did he get sucked up with the spell? I have no goddamn clue anymore with this arc. Like, it shattered my idea of how this arc started, and now I just don't know. Yeah, they're here to save the guild. Their wings are magic, right? Wonder how this arc is gonna go. If there's a limited amount of magic, how the hell do they finish this arc? why could? Why wouldn't they think of food? One of the survival instincts is food. What is the idea? These are not working. These disguises are absolute trash. I want to grab my other sock, but it's across the floor. It's so stupid. You can't do anything if you're hungry. You're actually so curious about this world. He would, of course, go talk to them. You look strange. Whoa, these trees are giant. Almost reminds me of the trees in Dark Souls 1, like the cavern area, where you could find one of the Hydras. Where Siegmeyer's questline ended. Where the dragon cult was. Also, the water reminds me almost like the cloud-like water in Skypiea in One Piece. Can't use magic. No, you did attack it. You just pissed it off, if anything. That water, that river is weird. It looks paper thin, but I'm guessing it has to have depth. So, like, in that 1 inch of water is actually, like, a mile of water. You have to calm down, Wendy. I think you might just end up getting them discovered. Or Happy Stomach. The cats. The cats. But they don't know they're Exceeds. I'm curious why they're so scared. Bouncy. Ah. Wait. That house. This house. That house reminds me of something. Is that Gildina's house? The old lady in Earthland. Because I remember her saying she's from Edolas later on in it. Is that her house? No, everything has changed. The design, everything. So the 2 episodes ago was them showing the whole guild one by one to then show the opposite. The painter. The painter's the weird one because I don't know his opposite. Like, I don't. The painter is one of the ones I really don't remember. '76, '77, '78. We have one more. Right? '76, '77, '78. Right? So up next is the last episode. I can't remember how long we've been going. That's the problem. Let me go history. Yes, so we have one more episode to do. We're picking up one more episode. I'm giving that a fucking 9 out of 10. Holy shit. Dude, is my memory fucked with this? I can't wait to see this now. I know they're opposite personalities. I remember that. But I don't remember when people... I don't know how they get people. I don't know how it's I'm so curious now. Episode 79 of Fairy Tale. I'm gonna let this load and then put 3 seconds on. Episode 79 of Fairy Tale in 3, 2, 1. I know later on the Xyz come down to Earthland, but still. It also probably didn't help that Natsu was freaking out about every single thing. I'm not watching the intro because up to this moment right now, talking Fairy Tale, I think I'm seeing in Fairy Tale right now. I think the opening is showing shots from the actual show. At least to a certain extent. I'm curious how people fight in this world. If magic is so limited. This opposite Lucy. Fairy Hunter. Yeah, they're the exact opposite. And well, she seems normal. Yeah, the helmet has to be very horrible and happy. Oh, that's someone from the intro. No, they are absolutely not. It's okay. So this is gonna be weird for me. God, how many nicknames did they have to write up? Imagine. Leon, damn. Fucking Levy is a mechanic instead of a fucking Barkworm. Damn. Yeah, that's a very good question. Urza has to be. Well, Urza was shown in the intro on the other side with the knights and stuff. Bizarro Urza. God damn these two with how they're thinking. God damn it, Happy. I'm guessing she's gonna be none of this. She's the fairy hunter, isn't she? Because we haven't got the name of the episode yet. So this, yeah. Is Lasagna not gonna know it's the Natsu from Earthland? She ends up in Edolas, I know that, and then she ends back in Earthland. So cool. And when Lasagna was away, Lucy and Natsu got close. Funny thing, if Lucy never jumped in, more than likely those two would end up together. That'd be a twist if at the very end of the series, after all the movement between Lucy and Natsu, they end up as a pair instead. Lasagna was very forceful. They have to eventually realize they're from Earthland. I just wonder how long it'll take. Yeah, it's always bad luck to talk about your own death. I've done it a lot, though, in the last year. Because that's where they hung out. Fuck me. This is sad, though. God damn it. Oh, you found her. Fuck. God, can you stop this? This is such a beautiful moment, too. Lasagna. Lasagna. Oh my god, yeah. Because Wendy actually has boobs and is tall in this universe. The is the real Natsu gonna walk in? The Edolas Natsu? Urza has to be the fairy hunter because the title hasn't popped up and they're talking about Urza. Why are they being hunted? It's Urza. It has to be Urza. This world, Urza. That the thing she's riding, Urza, reminds me of almost the demons of Seven Deadly Sins. Fucking them being a dark guild instead of a good guild is insane, but yeah, technically it would be a dark guild if every guild is disbanded. Holy crap, I'm getting lag. Yeah, how that kicked him right then and there. That this is a vehicle type thing. Holy shit! That's the guy who fights Grey in Earthland, right? Just a hand and a peace sign, huh? Oh, that's neat. Their guild hall reappearing reminds me almost as much as Bleach with the lady on the outskirts of the Serite with the fucking cannon and the two strong guys. I can't think of her name now. Reminds me of that house that always moves. Urza, the fairy hunter. Yeah, it's gonna be. I can't wait to see who fights her because she has to be a fucking monster to fight. Like, this Urza that we have is a monster to fight against. I can't imagine them fighting Urza. Nightwalker. I'm skipping to the end in case there's anything. Otherwise, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. So it looks like maybe next episode they'll start figuring out that they're from Earthland. You would think the Natsu from this realm would end up here, and they'll realize that they're from Earthland. Hmm. Okay, so, so, we did 4 episodes. This is the arc I skipped. The first episode or two were building up to the start of Edolas, and some of I remember, and some I didn't. I really thought Edolas started differently. I'm in unknown grounds now. I have no goddamn clue. I just know the people we're gonna fight against, I believe, are part of the holy sector, the opposite, the reverse version. Because I remember them saying later on when they're fighting the holy church, the holy cathedral. I can't remember what the fuck the group is called. But I remember later on them fighting someone and they're like, "You're a woman? Aren't you a dude?" Like that type of thing. Sugar Boy I was not a big fan of, but Gray fights him all the time throughout that whole arc. But yeah, they're supposed to be a full like total opposite of the Edolas. I just know that popped up there. I knew eventually I probably would have to watch Edolas. That's why I decided to do it. And I kept pushing this back. I wanted to do this a whole lot earlier than what we are doing it now, but I just didn't have the time, and I just kept pushing it. That's why this is going out Thursday. I don't know when we'll pick up more. This is only gonna be like 4 parts long, 5 parts long. So it's not gonna be a long series, but I want to know what you guys think of me picking this up. I'm so curious with Edolas. Edolas is such a wild card for me because, like I said, I don't know Edolas. It's the one thing they show off, and I know it's canon. And they show off it later in the manga, and they keep like referencing it back. So it's such a they just keep doing it, and I'm like, what the hell? So we'll see. Like I said, I'm so goddamn curious with this because it's so weird to me. It's so weird to me, the Edolas arc. What we've seen so far, I can't wait to see what more we have here. And the Edolas arc is not long, so I'll absolutely get through it really quick. Yeah, but for the 4 episodes, I don't know if this is much of a review or just me kind of talking just Edolas. The first 2 episodes, like I said, kind of a recap, but I really thought Michigan helped them get up there. And I also thought more survived than just Natsu and Wendy. I thought Gray and Lucy also survived that. But also, if it was only Dragon Slayers, how the fuck did Gajil not survive that? Like, you would think he would have his cat, right? Because he's such a strange one. You would think if Dragon Slayers survived, he would be down there. Unless he is still down there and they left him. And that's... I don't know. I have no fucking clue. Like, Gajil throws a wrench in that. I don't know how this works. Gajil surviving, like, him becoming a crystal, a lacrima, is, like, throwing me off. I don't know how that works. Because you would think he would survive. And Laxus and them are not anywhere near it, so that it makes sense they wouldn't be picked up. I don't know. I have no goddamn clue on how this works, how any of that works. We're going to probably find out. They don't know their X-Seeds. I only know their X-Seeds because X-Seeds pop up so much often after this arc. So I know them from that, and that's usually what they're called every so often. So that's something I know. I don't know their origin. I don't know how this works. I have no idea with it. I will say the one thing I do know, I haven't seen the clip, is I know Happy meets his family, because that's a clip that's got recommended to me in the last couple months. Never clicked on it. I just know that's a clip. It keeps recommending me. Like I said, I've seen the Michigan being kicked out of the Fairy Tale Guild with 3 roles. If you're I actually have a page saved on this computer on the window for the 3 roles, because I love them. I just can never remember them. It's like, one rule is you can no longer ever use any acquaintances you've got through Fairy Tale for your own personal gain. One is to live your life to the fullest, no matter what happened, and the third I can't remember. But yeah, but still, this is gonna be a neat thing for you guys. And this, like I said, this is one of the things I know people were wanting me to do eventually, anyways, and I really wanted to do it. It's just I needed time, and I had time this week since I just started re-uploading stuff. This should go out, if anyone is curious. This should go out Thursday. Tomorrow, today you'll also get a Fairy Tale 100 Quest chapter review and a One Punch Man chapter review. And then you're also going to probably get 1 or 2 small things, probably drink reviews. Friday you're getting a edited version of an achievement guide and the unedited version of the achievement guide where I rage quit and all that. And you're also getting Blood Blockade Battlefront, season 2, episode 1 through 4, and some other stuff. But yeah, that's the plan so far. I don't know Saturday, Sunday. I do have some ideas, but when that comes, it comes. So other than that, let's put this up. If you guys like video, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, I recommend subscribing to the channel to keep up with all the content. Otherwise, it's been Mr. Ezekiel signing off. Have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good night. Wherever you are, just have a good day. Hope I'll see you guys next video, and peace.